Hello guys, in today's video we are going to launch the Anaconda as you have seen the previous videos of Anaconda Navigator. So inside this Anaconda Navigator we are going to launch Jupyter Notebook to start our Python programming. So once it is launched, yes, the Jupyter Notebook has been launched. And from now onwards we are going to code inside this Jupyter Notebook. So let's see how to use the Jupyter Notebook. First, we have to click on New and we have to click on Python 3. Okay, and now this is the new notebook and we have to rename it. I'm going to rename it as a Python Basics. Okay, and just click on rename. Okay, so we can code here in this cells, and there are some shortcut keys through which you can run this cell or run and add the cell below the current cell, or you can insert this cell above also. Okay, you can run all these cells at once by clicking on this button, and you can run all the cells which are above this current cell. Okay, and if we click on this plus button, it will add a new cell below the original cell. Now we are going to click. You can see that by clicking on this scissors button, you can cut the cells, and from this plus button you can add the cells. Okay, and you can move upwards in the cells by clicking this button, and you can also go down by clicking on this button, and you can run the cell by clicking on run button, and you can stop the or you can interrupt the kernel by clicking on this. If there is a one code who is going in the infinite loop, so we want to stop that infinite loop, at that time you can click on this button and you can interrupt the kernel, and you can also restart the kernel if some code is not executing or it is showing some error. Still you can click on this button, and by clicking on this menu you can see there is one code option, there is markdown option, there is raw, NB convert option, and there is heading. So I am going to click on heading, and in today's video we are going to see what is variables in Python. So I am going to run this cell. So this is our heading. Okay, and we can start writing our code in this cells. Okay, what is a variable? Variable is you can assume a variable like a container. Inside that container we are going to store the values. Now suppose we are assigning a value to a variable and the name of the variable is A. So now we are going to run this cell. The one here inside the in, that signifies that our cell has executed, and now we can type A, and let's look what value is assigned or what value is there inside A variable. So now you can look that in the output you can see that A variable contains the 2 value, and in Python you don't have to declare any kind of data type. Like in C programming you have to declare the what kind of data type that variable is having. Okay. So in the Python, you don't have to specify any kind of data type. Now look, I am going to assign some value to a variable which is already storing the value 2. Okay, now I am going to assign it a string value. Okay, and I am going to run this cell. Now look, now also it is showing, it is not throwing any error that the data type of the variable is int. If we were using this C programming language, and we have to declare the data type of variable in very start of the program. So now in our program, we don't have to declare the data type, because I'm assigning a variable as a int value, and now I am assigning some string value to the same variable, and it is not throwing any error. That means in Python, it is not mandatory, or it is not required to specify the data type of variable. Now we are going to run this cell, and we are going to see that in the a variable, the value is stored in the string type, and we can also look at what is the data type of our variable. So data type of our variable is string. Okay, you can see that in the output it is saying string data type. Okay, now we again assign it a float value, and we are going to type the data type of A. Okay, the data type of A is now float. You can see on the screen. You can assign a small letter like small a, small b, small c, small d, uh, and you can also give the capital letters, and you can also give the underscore a. A variable name can be like this. It is a valid variable name. Okay. See, it is not throwing any error. So our variable name is valid. Okay. Yeah, it is not throwing any error. So variable can have lower case, upper case, and underscore. And it should not contain any kind of symbol. Okay, and a variable name can be start with a underscore. Okay, we are going to run it.